Hello everyone, this is the second presentation for class 6440 Introduction to Health Informatics, and this is Team iHealth. Our project is Birth Certificates on Fire. In this presentation, I will continue to introduce our progress on the project during these weeks. And firstly, I will give you the project overview of Birth Certificates on Fire. And in this project, we will develop the file resource mapping and birth certificate logic to support a smart on-file application for birth certificate clerks. The languages we would use are HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP for web, MySQL for database, and Java for backend. This flowchart of current birth certificate process has mentioned in our first presentation, and in this one we will talk about the details how to realize this process. Our project can be divided into 4 steps. Firstly, we will choose a subset of birth certificate information after reviewing the standard birth certificate. After that, we would map birth certificate data elements for each discrete subset identified in step 1 to file resource definitions. Thirdly, we will develop logic for the application to translate EHR values to birth certificate values. And finally, we will develop a smart on-file module with logic specific to the subset that will either propagate the birth form or otherwise provide the birth clock with decision support. Next, our team member Xiaoming will talk about details of our progress.
Here's what we had done so far. We designed a website. We identified the application workflow. We also started to prepare the database. I will introduce them one by one. First, let's have a look at what we designed for our application. This is a home page. You can also find a brief introduction of the registration app on our website. The birth clerk can register, set up an account, and log in as an authorized user. And next, I will talk about the general workflow of our application. The birth clerk can log into the website. By clicking on the Get Started icon, he will be navigated to a web page where he can search the baby's and mother's clinical data in the EHR database through a file-enabled server. The relevant clinical information will be automatically extracted and be used to populate the birth form. There are 2 parts of the birth form. The first part is EHR relevant, and the other part is demographic information. For the demographic information, the birth clerk needs to input them manually based on the mother's worksheet. Once the birth clerk finishes filling the form, a complete birth form will be generated. By clicking on the Submit icon, the birth form will be sent to the Department Birth Certificate Registry. Here is a simplified version of the birth form. The original birth form has lots of data and is too large for our project. And we are working on the data selection. We are going to select part of the birth form information, and we're going to build a database for demonstration purpose. Here is a Gantt chart. We have proposed architecture, and we finished specifying the tools and languages. In the next step, we are going to develop a partially functioning application. Thank you for your attention.